Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from one that shows rapper Canibus provide an interesting perspective about why it was a bad idea to diss a rapper like Eminem based on Eminem's position in the industry. And he even brought up Benzino to stress his point, and we'll expand on this in a bit. Today we also have more from 50 Cent when it comes to some rumors that suggest 50 Cent set up Diddy when he wrote some lyrics for him in the past. And this was from Diddy verses that were reportedly written by 50 Cent on the songs Let's Get It and the song I Got Money remix. And on Let's Get It, this was reportedly written by 50 Cent when Diddy opened his verse with I run this city, send the cops, the DA and feds to come get me. And on I Got Money remix, Diddy rapped, Bo knows but Diddy did it. Cars, jewelry and big homes, yeah, Diddy did it. Shootouts, coastal beefs, yeah, Diddy did it. But my lawyer's so good that Diddy got acquitted.
Damn!
And knowing what we know in 2024, of course, this sparked rumors that 50 Cent set him up with these lyrics, and we'll expand on this in a moment. And today we also have one that came out of left field, as producer Metro Boomin just got hit with a SA lawsuit, and after all that went down with Drake, many users on social media were quick to pounce on Metro, and even academics used this as an opportunity to call Kendrick Lamar a hypocrite for accusing Drake of being a predator and PDF file, now that Metro caught a case, and we'll get to this later. And before we get started, if you enjoy content like this, hit the like button, just like those Diddy verses hit in 2024 after the arrest, and subscribe for more if you haven't. And if you were with us for the last video, you know that a clip of Charlemagne arguing that the Breakfast Club is bigger or just as big as Joe Rogan got social media users in shock. And the fallout hasn't ended, as this went viral on X. Bro, Charlemagne the God is on some crazy-ish, and as you can see, Joe Rogan's been #1 across platforms, while on the other end, the Breakfast Club didn't crack the top 100 on the all podcast charts. That was certainly some crazy talk from Charlemagne in that clip that we explored in the last video. Perhaps he was on that new age doctrine of speaking it into existence, who knows for sure. And we got an update on Eminem's The Death of Slim Shady following the shipment of vinyls. It goes, Eminem's The Death of Slim Shady aiming for return to the top 5 on the Billboard 200 with nearly 55,000 units following vinyls. And moving on, starting with 50 Cent, who was accused of setting up Diddy when he wrote some verses for him. This was brought up in his latest interview with The Breakfast Club. Check out some snippets of 50's defense.
Can I have a black party, an all black party?
I think you could do it.
Let's dress in all black, guys.
Where they gonna hug from?
And not touch each other's butt.
And your party, where the hugs come from? The side, not the front, not the back.
No, just hug me regular from the front so I can know where you're at.
Okay, got you.
All other stuff has me like unsure of what's going on.
You know, speaking of that, there was they said you wrote 2 verses for Diddy. One was the Let's Get It, and the other one was on the I Get Money remix.
Yeah,
but they said you wrote it and it's him confessing the crime. Did you see this?
No,
Did you see
man,
the meme? Look at the meme. Listen
Call
to
it DA
Listen.
instead.
I ain't telling him to say that.
And then this one.
Jay, help me with that. Jay, help me with that. Jay, help me with that. Jay did that part right there when he said,
Cut it out, man.
shootouts, coastal beat. I wasn't around, but I was like East Coast, West Coast. That was it. And then Keefe D comes out and says, you know, I'm not involved in this stuff.
You wrote those verses for real though?
Yeah, we collaborated, me and Jay on the,
We collaborated.
because the what's the name, that part, there's certain things that he wanted to say, and Jay knew he wanted to insert it into the record.
Yeah.
And then he would like, yo, put this in it. And then he just, because his mind is formatted like that. Mm-hmm. Like what I mean is he can, now like artists freestyle, and Jay remembers the idea in his head, so he can just say it without writing it down. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, yo, he wanted to do it like this. And because it came out already ready, I'm like, put it in there. That's what he said, put that on it. And then go ahead and say it. And then got it in front of him, and he just went in and did his part.
I feel like you being who you are kept you away from all of that type of stuff.
I really don't trust a lot of these people. You know what I mean? Like, and then I was so so hot. Like it was clear I was under investigation
From the beginning.
early, like from the beginning, because I came in with other people's jacket. The jacket came with Spring Team's jacket, and then it turned into Jimmy Hinchman's jacket, and then it was World's jacket. So I'm getting law enforcement attention that they would be getting. And then if you don't feel that, you just retarded. You something wrong. You're just not computing what's going on. Like at that point, I was telling them, dude, turn the music up. Now, what did you say?
Yeah.
I'm reading your lips damn near. Okay, I understand what happened.
And based on 50's history with Jay-Z, some have now expanded. He's only crediting Jay because there are questionable lines. Had they not been brought up, he would have taken full credit. And another Jay fan expanded. Facts. Also, he likes to insert himself next to Jay all the time. And in my opinion, these people have always been triggered that 50 Cent looks to be the only rapper who's not scared of talking about Jay-Z because he doesn't need anything from Jay. In fact, 50 intensified his Jay-Z roasts all because Jay-Z tried to block him from performing at the Super Bowl. People act like they forgot about that, and it has been fair game since then. And moving on, after Kendrick Lamar called Drake and his people predators and certified PDF files, the latest report linked to Metro Boomin was bound to cause commotion when TMZ reported Metro Boomin sued for alleged sexual battery. Lawyers says it is a pure shakedown, and here are some of the details. Sometime in September 2016, Vanessa says she visited Metro at his studio and took half a Xanax pill and a shot of alcohol to cope with the sadness over her son's passing, weighing heavy on her mind, and claims she soon blacked out on the couch. Vanessa claims she eventually regained consciousness in a bed, with Metro on top of her allegedly assaulting her. After allegedly blacking out and waking again, Vanessa says Metro appeared and informed her she was inside a Beverly Hills hotel room and it was time to leave. She says she has no memory of how she got there. Vanessa says she later learned she was pregnant and claims it had to be from Metro because she hadn't had sex with anyone else. She says she ultimately terminated the pregnancy in November 2016, and this reaction to the news blew up on X. Dudes was slamming Drake a PDF for ish and giggles. The whole time this dude an assaulter and kid out dead bum beat up his baby mom. It is all aging beautifully, laughing my bum off. And we even got DJ Academics going off on Kendrick in response to this news. Check out snippets from his live stream.
On the case, right? But he ain't going to jail. Could be lies or it could be truth. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, yo, yeah, got him. Now, what this does do though is it shows the pretentiousness of somebody like Kendrick. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not making this a Kendrick thing because when Kendrick basically panders and starts up, oh, so-and-so has a case, you then look very guilty with everybody that surrounds you. Well, what about Dr. Dre? Dr. Dre had allegations, and there was supposedly more proof to maybe those being true. What about him? You had your biggest verse on Metro's album. What about him? It just kind of shows the pretentiousness of especially people, but even Kendrick, in kind of saying this to try to act as if the people he associates with is beyond moral reproach or beyond some of the stuff that we're seeing happening now, right? So I'm pretty sure we're not going to see no comments from Kendrick, and we shouldn't. But it just goes to show, for all you people who think Kendrick is Jesus, this shit's just like Baca. This shit's just like what's being alleged at 30 other people. They got this other one that's about Chris Brown now. Like, it's just, bro.
And while some believe, here's the difference, Drake is actually one of those PDF files himself and got PDFs on his payroll in OVO, not Kendrick. While on the other end, some have concluded, man, Kendrick Lamar is the biggest hypocrite since 2015. He is just living up to the title clown emoji, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on this. And moving on, Canibus was recently on the Big Dookie Chain podcast, and he briefly spoke about the impact of beefing with someone like Eminem from the perspective of the pressure you invite by going against someone like that. Check out a snippet.
It is getting to the point where It's getting easier though for people to just put themselves in that seat, in the seat of the person that you're asking.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, Eminem,
Everyone's a main character.
like Eminem, bro. Like, you know, to ask me what track or whatever, like, you know, it's not cool to have dissed Eminem, man. You know what I'm saying? You know that. Everybody who's ever dissed him knows that it's not cool to diss Eminem.
But you get black.
Because of the different things. Not blackballed for somebody making a phone call, but just like if you threaten something that's so, or you pose to threaten something, or your posturing is threatening to something that so many people love, right? Then you inadvertently put yourself in the seat that Benzino was talking about.
For 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The fuck you want me to do? Come on, man. Nah, man. Ooh. We're failing as a people. Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying? He came out the mouth. Benzino is a hardcore dude.
There's Monster right there.
He's a hardcore dude. And he said it out of his own mouth. Pressure. You understand?
And some have expanded in reaction, but if he was good and actually destroyed him, he would be heralded by the haters, lol. So it is really just a skill issue, laughing emoji. And yes, it is a big risk, big rewards concept, and I'd say Kendrick Lamar is an example of how the risk could pay off. He moved up nearly everyone's GOAT list in the industry after the battle with Drake, but if he had lost, it would have been disastrous for a rapper like Kendrick Lamar. Talk about high risk, high rewards, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.
Jay, help me with that. Jay, help me with that. Jay, help me with that.
Damn.